talked in the past about glutamate receptors in the brain and how CBD helps to balance that. There's also glutamate receptors in the stomach and really all over our body. But I've been doing some research on the vagus nerve, and I thought it was kind of fascinating. I wanted to share. Our stomachs contain glutamate receptors that help activate the vagal nerve. The vagal nerve reports to the brain on the health of the intestines. So the brain and the stomach are intrinsically linked, okay? And it helps determine things like how hungry we are and whether we have eaten enough to be full. It also oversees nausea and vomiting, which is why a lot of people use medical marijuana or CBD for nausea, okay? And a naturally high concentration of things like MSG, which is hard to identify. MSG is used in a lot of different foods, and sometimes it's not identified as MSG on the label. And there are other toxins and things that can confuse these receptors into thinking we're either eating too much or we're ingesting something that could be potentially toxic to the body, which means the body now wants to purge it or vomit or throw up. Well, the vagus nerve is fascinating because it exits from the medulla oblongata at the base of the skull through the middle compartments of this jugular foramen that runs down into the intestines. And so it's all throughout the intestines and the stomach area. These glutamate receptors all over this nerve help to communicate between the intestines and the brain, which is why we've confirmed in past videos, and doctors and PhDs have confirmed that CBD does a really good job with gastrointestinal issues. So if you want to research the vagal nerve and how it's influenced by CBD and also influences other processes in the body, it's pretty fascinating. I'd say you check it out. I'll leave a link in the description area so that you can look at it in a little bit more detail. But I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about CBD, how it influences different receptors in the body, and how it helps to keep us healthy.